Everyone is being challenged daily to overcome fear. COVID-19 has changed the way we live temporarily, and most of the news we are listening to would have us be afraid. But I'd like to talk about the best weapon against fear, and that is power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy, Paul writes to Timothy to encourage him to hold fast to sound doctrine. He also told him to know that patience and persecution and trials will build faithfulness. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." During this time, we can feel the pull to succumb to fear with everything going on. Much like Paul, we have a lot of worldly activity that can make us feel powerless and afraid. But God has given us the very tools for such a time as this. So let's look closer at the verse. The power referred to here is dunamis, which used in this connotation actually refers to the resurrecting power of Christ, the power to overcome death. So much fear concerning death is prevalent right now due to sickness and disease, but we forget that death has no victory over us thanks to the power of the resurrection, and that we have eternal life and a promise after death. The second weapon we have against fear is love, and that is agape, God's love, which really exceeds our own. It never runs out. This love allows us to connect with those that we normally wouldn't and push us way outside our comfort zone. The final thing I want to talk about is the most crucial for us naturally as we live in this time. Sound mind comes from the Greek sophronismos, which here in this verse means moderation, taking in the appropriate amount. Now every day you have two sources you can go to, the tree of life or the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Go to God or go to the world. It's really that simple. And right now we need to control the amount of information we are getting. Everything in moderation when it comes to any source other than God. Now this too shall pass, but through the power of the resurrection, through the unbelievable, amazing love that God has given us that never runs out, and by moderating our intake of the world and the news and the media, we can overcome this spirit of fear as sons of God. God bless and have a great week.